Oh, you fill my lungs with sweetness, and you fill my head with you. Shall I write it in a letter? Shall I try to get it down? Oh, you fill my head with pieces of a song I can't get out. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. Can I take you to a moment where the fields are painted gold and the trees are filled with memories of the feelings never told? When the evening pulls the sun down and the day is almost through, oh, the whole world is sleeping, but my world is you. Can I be close to you? 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 Ooh, ooh. This is the first day of my life. Swear I was born right in the doorway. I went out in the rain, suddenly everything changed. They're spreading blankets on the beach. Yours is the first face that I saw. I think I was blind before I met you. And I don't know where I am, I don't know where I've been, but I know where I want to go. And so I thought I'd let you know. Yeah, these things take forever, I especially am slow. But I realized that I need you, and I wondered if I could come home. Remember the time you drove all night just to meet me in the morning? And I thought it was strange, you said everything changed. You felt as if you just woke up. And you said, this is the first day of my life. I'm glad I didn't die before I met you. But now I don't care, I could go anywhere with you, and I'd probably be happy. So if you wanna,
ladies and gentlemen, hello. First of all, can you hear me all?
if these things there's no telling, we
A major
just
plus
have
point.
to
And
wait.
we're going to be very shortly. Oh, and I'll be sitting at the side actually. You can see that I've got a walker, and that's because I've got MS. And the last thing I want to do is to fall over flat on my face halfway through the ceremony.
Besides, maybe this time it's different. I mean, I really think you like me.
And a very, very warm welcome to you all. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here on this incredibly happy occasion. Elliot and Helen's love of travel saw them going to Corfu and Greece, and in August 22, they had a fun-filled holiday full of gyros, cocktails, and oh, who could forget the marriage proposal on the final evening? I asked them, tell me something about the person you are about to marry. Helen told me she loves Elliot because when my dear dad Steve died, we were in the very early days of our relationship. Elliot could not have done more for me and my mum, and I'll treasure his compassion and support during this very difficult time forever. I can't quite put into words what Elliot means to me. I also know in my heart that my dad, Steve, would heartily approve, and I simply love Elliot to bits. Helen is fiercely loyal. She will back her loved ones to the death and will never ever give up on them. She is thoughtful, even with the small things, like a little sweet treat or a packet of crisps after a long day, or a cold flannel when I come home drunk. And finally, Helen is beautiful, and she makes me smile every time she walks into the room. That was a good answer, Elliot. Helen and Elliot, I am confident your marriage will flourish with the little things of everyday life, to watching shows and snacking whilst cuddling up on the sofa with fur babies Frankie and Dexter, and not forgetting Sully, their tornado Doberman. Do you, Elliot, in the presence of your guests and witnesses, take Helen to be your wedded wife? Do you promise to love her, honour her and protect her, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her for as long as you both shall live? Do you, Helen, in the presence of your guests and witnesses, take Elliot to be your wedded husband? Do you promise to love him, honour him and protect him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
For hundreds of years, people have exchanged rings as a token of their love. And now Elliot and Helen shall follow in that tradition. A ring is a circle, and a circle is a symbol of wholeness and of peace.
Come with me.
Following the binding declarations you have made before me and in front of your guests and witness, it gives me the greatest of pleasures in declaring you married and pronouncing you husband and wife. because it says so on my script here, it says, Elliot, you may now kiss your wife. Too late. Elliot and Helen, may your love for one another and your willingness to accept each other in sickness and in health, and in joy and in sadness, cement the foundation for a strong and lasting marriage. Share your thoughts, experiences and dreams with each other, and cherish the intimacy and understanding that comes with the passage of time. We wish you much love, luck and happiness as you embark on your continuing journey through life together.
Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Gonna be who you need. Gonna be everything. Gonna be you and me. Gonna be everything you ever dreamed. Wanna be who you need. Gonna be everything.
I'm gonna stay right here by your side and do my best to keep you satisfied. Nothing in the world could drive me away. Every day you'll hear me say, baby, I'm yours. Baby, I'm yours. And I'll be yours until 2 and 2 is 3. Yours until the mountain crumbles to the sea. In other words, until eternity, baby, I'm yours. Till the stars fall from the sky, baby, I'm yours. Till the rivers run dry, baby, I'm yours. Until the sun will shine, baby, I'm
They say love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought and it can't be sold. I got love enough to spare. That makes me.
Please be on your feet and welcome your new couple, Mr. and Mrs. Dog! Ladies and gentlemen, if you could just have your attention, please. Give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Duff! Without further ado, can I please ask you to welcome our maid of honor?
I didn't think that was the first thing. I'm Ellie, and I've had the privilege and sometimes challenges of knowing Helen our whole lives, and she's asked me to say a few words. I've seen Helen at her best and also her most vulnerable. And today, I saw that young girl with big dreams, making her dreams come true. Full of love for Elliot. It's been an honour and a privilege to walk you down the aisle and be part of this magical day. Thank you. I know today wasn't easy. There's someone very special missing, watching down on you. Helen's dad, Steve, was a big presence in her life. Kind, protective, hilarious, and so proud of his daughter. Your bond was incredible, and he'd be immensely proud of you today. Mary, thank you for raising this wonderful, dramatic, hilarious, and fierce daughter, and for putting up with her in her moments. Elliot, thank you for loving her for all of who she is, for embracing the chaos, the 10 open tabs in her brain, and the constant beeping of the phone with 20 messages that could easily fit into one. You are a brave, patient, probably slightly overwhelmed man, and you are the steady, loving presence she deserves. Thank you to everyone here to celebrate this day of immense joy. Let's raise a glass to the happy couple. To a love that isn't about being perfect, but perfectly real, honest, and willing to tackle life side by side. To a love story that's just begun.
It's the one you've all been waiting for. I think it's 18 plus. Put your hands together, welcome to the best man!
It can't go any worse than the ring handover. Just a heads up before we start, there's more chance of Elliot seeing the colour purple in this. That's a colourblind joke. So ChatGPT told me to start with introductions, and for those who don't know me, my name's Bill, and it's an absolute pleasure of being this guy's best man. Let's start by saying how amazing and smoothly the day's gone so far. I think we all can agree that this is solely down to Helen's organisation skills. Congratulations for turning up and not sleeping in for setting. So with the pleasure of knowing Elliot, which is proudly won, bizarrely Elliot likes to claim that we knew each other in Fernley Nursery. It's weird, like, Gandhi did wrap me up by saying this wasn't actually the case. It wasn't in our nursery class. It's been rambling on for 25 years, and nobody actually knows whether or not it was in our class. I'm so right, honestly. Fortunately or unfortunately, Elliot's commitment to career did not stop there. So months later, he found himself travelling 220 miles up to play in a semi-final against Dundee. It was refreshing to see that Elliot's passion and temper hadn't faded. Despite the 9-hour trip, Elliot returned to career was short-lived. So much so that supportive girlfriend Helen returned to Starbucks just 2 minutes into the game, and Elliot got ready to send off. Safe to say it was a long drive back to Middlesbrough. Following time in Middlesbrough, a happy couple returned to Aberdeen, where the relationship grew from strength to strength. And on the 13th of August 2022, during a holiday in Greece, Elliot asked now Mrs. Duff to be his wife. I know I'm not always the best at showing emotions, but in all seriousness, the last 25 years of friendship has been an absolute pleasure, and I would change it in the world. So finally, on behalf of the bridesmaids, the groomsmen, and myself, I'd just like to take a massive thank you to Helen and Elliot for letting us to be part of this special day. It's genuinely an absolute privilege that we're all celebrating here together. If you guys continue to love each other as much as you love Donner Chicken Party. Before we see Elliot's dancing shoes in full swing, if we could all take a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Duff.
Honestly, what a day, what a feeling, and what an unbelievable sight. So many of our favourite people in one place, all look amazing, all smiling, all here to celebrate with us, and it's overwhelming, really, in the best possible way. Before I go any further, I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the both of us. Whether we've travelled 5 minutes or 5,000 miles, it means everything to have you all here. Your presence, your energy is what makes the day what it is, and something we'll never forget. To my family, Mum, Dad, Courtney and Simon, thank you. Thank you for your love, the laughter, the endless patience, the endless advice. Even if the advice I didn't even listen to at the time. Which, let's be honest, was probably most of it. But I get it now, you were right, and you usually are. Ellie's already touched on it, but there's someone very important who I want to talk about. Someone who we all know is here in spirit and who is in our hearts, Helen's dad, Steve. Although we only met him once in person, I'll never forget it. I didn't need 100 meetings to understand how much he meant to Helen. You could see how much she lit up when she spoke about him. You could feel it when they were on the phone or FaceTiming, especially when I got the chance to jump on a call. Usually it was after a few drinks. And one night we shared a conversation I'll never forget. We talked, we laughed, and just before the call ended, I made a promise. I promised I would always look after Helen. And that promise was not something I'm polite to say. It was a commitment, one I've carried with me for every single day since, one that I take very seriously and I always will. Steve, I hope I'm doing you proud. I hope you can see the love we share, and I'll try and give Helen the best of me every day of our lives. Helen, where do I even start? You're everything I never knew I needed, and more. You're strong, loyal, fiercely intelligent, kind, and unbelievably loving. You see the best in people, you give without question, and I love you deeply and unconditionally. You challenge me every day. You support me, you believe in me, even when I fall short, you call me out, which I probably need more than I'd like to admit. And somehow through all of that, you manage to love me. So let's raise a glass to the love of my life, to the kindest, most crazy, most beautiful soul I've ever met, to the brilliant, bold, never, ever, ever wrong wife. Helen Conway Duff.
Like a millionaire. Because love is more precious than gold. It can't be bought, no, and it can't be sold. I got love enough to spare. That makes me a millionaire.
You know, to celebrate their love and their story. This is the only song that I know, so hopefully you all like it, and hopefully it goes well. You do know the words. You can sing along with me if you fancy it. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts and standing there. All about your knees on Please go.
You play it back, buttons on a coat, light-hearted joke. No proof, not much, but you saw enough. Small talk, he drives, coffee at midnight. The light reflects the chain on your neck. He says, look up, and your shoulders brush. No proof, one touch, but you felt enough. You can hear it in the silence, silence. You can feel it on the way home, way home. You can see it with the lights out, lights out. You're in love, true love. You're in love. You can hear it in the silence, silence. You can feel it on the way home, way home. You can see it with the lights out, lights out. You're in love, true love. You're in love. You can hear it in the silence, silence. You can feel it on the way home, way home. You can see it with the lights out, lights out. You're in love, true love. You're in love.
This is the beginning of the rest of your life. You better stop moving like you're running out of time. The realization coming over your mind that it should be a canter. If you could just find the answer. You know it could be a canter if you're just a wee bit less of a wanker, more than half of the time. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. You better start grafting, 'cause you're running out of time. The roof is on fire and it's raining outside, but it should be a canter if you could just find the answer. You know it could be a canter if you're just a wee bit less of a wanker.
Say my name. Fire!